Pre-qualified versus pre-approved. What's the difference? Well, there is a difference, and that's what I'm talking about right after this. Welcome back. My name is Dale Corpus. I'm a realtor in the Tri-Valley area in the East Bay of the San Francisco Bay Area, and I post videos every Friday about all things real estate. So pre-qualified versus pre-approval, what's the difference? And how does this affect the home buying process? Well, a lot of people use these words interchangeably, but they are not the same. So let's talk about it. Let's start with pre-qualified. So pre-qualified is when you call up a lender and you give them your information on either the phone or you can fill out an online application. And sometimes you give them your financial information, debts, assets, income, and all that stuff. And they take it and review it for a bit and they give you an estimated amount on what you could possibly get for a loan. And the lender has not looked at your credit reports at this point or verified any of the information that you provided. So they're willing to provide a pre-qualification letter based on that information on such and such amount, but it will be subject to a lengthy list of items. For a pre-qualification letter, you usually don't have to pay an application fee or fill out an application. The pre-qualification letter is something that you need at a minimum in order to submit an offer on a property, but keep in mind that most sellers are not going to take their property off the market if you only have a pre-qualification letter. Therefore, your offer is probably not going to be accepted, and the reason being is that they'll take the property off the market because they've accepted your offer, and then if you find out that you can't qualify for a loan for that home, they've lost valuable marketing time for their home. So what are most sellers looking for? The pre-approval letter. To get that coveted pre-approval letter, you're gonna want to do a couple of things. First, you're gonna have to fill up a credit application. Then you're gonna have to provide the lender with a lengthy list of documents they're gonna ask you for so that they can validate your financial picture. Then they're gonna run your credit report and check your credit score. Based on all that information, they'll be able to talk with you about different loan programs and find out which one actually works best for you and your family. And then you get to talk about interest rates, and they'll help you determine what interest rate you will qualify for. And that letter that you receive from the lender is going to be a conditional commitment for a loan for a specified amount. Why is knowing the difference between a pre-qualification and a pre-approval important? Well, because in a seller's market, anything less than a pre-approval and your offer is probably not going to be accepted. And the reason why? Well, let's take a look from a seller's perspective. If you have two equal offers and one has a pre-approval and one has a pre-qualification on, wouldn't you go with the one where the lender has validated the buyer's financial status? Even when multiple offers are not an issue, most sellers are not going to take their property off the market for anything less than a pre-approval, because if they do so, they lose out on valuable marketing time for their home. So if you're serious about buying a home, make sure that you are getting a pre-approval. It's one of the very first things you do in the process. You should also check out my related previous video on the 9 biggest surprises when buying a house for the very first time for a first-time home buyer. So if you found this helpful, please do me a favor and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Again, I'm Dale Corpus from eXp Realty in San Ramon, California. I help buyers and sellers throughout the Bay Area and Tri-Valley, and I'll see you on my next video.